All right. Yeah, while I did that, Monte also took his time. I'm still taking his time. And I told him, I was like, ándale, ándale, muévete.
Ándale.
Muévete. We're waiting on you, Monte. But now they are ready. They are locking their characters in. And we do have, as you mentioned, Mario versus Mr. Game & Watch. We're going to be starting I think it's one of the first times that we get to see Pokemon Stadium 2 as the starting stage. Because I've noticed a trend. A lot of people are becoming more knowledgeable that the true neutral stage, beginning stage rather, is a small battlefield. So it's nice to see a little bit of a change of that status quo. But now we're going back into what we are used to. Gotta be careful. You are racking up a lot of damage, and you might find death if you land on a Mr. Game & Watch charged up smash.
Yeah, this is a very difficult matchup for Mario because even when they get the hit, it's so tough to determine when they're going to get the next one. Monte doesn't tech the platform. That could be it. But no, missing the cape. That's huge.
That's wild. That's such an unfair air dodge. The length is just absolutely insane. It's almost a jump. I'm a hater. I'm a hater for Mr. Game & Watch.
Lord. Here we go. Up E. Nice, okay. Getting a little bit of some punish damage here out of Dre. Not getting Monte too much to work with here. But be very mindful. Monte is just letting the rip these smash attacks because some of them can find the mark and get the stock. Dre, of course, looking to approach Game & Watch at every opportunity, is paying the price for it with all this reverse damage.
Yeah, both of them with the same neuron activation, just going for a smash attack. One goes for a forward, one goes for the up. Both of them missing. Dre struggling quite a lot to get this first stock, and we know that Monte will have the prime opportunity to get a 2-stock lead if Dre is not able to take it finally with the down air to swing him into the air. But still, that's a lot of damage on the Mario. That means that Monte will be on active chase down, trying to get this stock as quickly as possible.
Getting the hell out of dodge right there. Rising up air. So scary right now for Monte, but Monte getting him off him. Makes the mark right there. Forward air is going to bomb and get the explosion kill right there. Monte now back in control for this game 1.
Yeah, this is going to be super difficult, especially because these low percent opportunities for Monte are golden. He will take advantage of them. He will make the most out of every single instance that you provide, trying to chef him into an upward situation. Luckily for Dre, it was not the case. We get a good opportunity here to get some air time. Not quite enough to get as close as possible to the blast zone, but that was still quite a good wake-up call for Dre. He actually has a good opportunity to bring things back into his favor.
And I like that Dre went for the early up B, right? They didn't want to take a risk with another up air, knowing that maybe Monte had some time to maybe get out of there. So getting the guaranteed damage is always important, even if it doesn't kill. Just remembering that you got a long way to go in neutral. Just like that, you're going to find your openings very quickly, and now it's a last stock situation, and Dre could be able to make this work. But Monte back into the juggling him up and down the board.
That's not too, well, never mind. I was going to say that's not too ugly in terms of percentage, but that was back when he was at 70%. Monte quickly flipped that up, so that's going to be way more damage. The bite of the turtle is deadly at this point. Monte with a clear stock, full clean stock on that first game. Dre did a phenomenal job, honestly, at keeping head-to-head against one of SoCal's best at this point.
There, yeah, it was a very good showing right there from Dre, and really just capitalizing on getting his damage. Monte, of course, is a very tough cookie to crumble, so you got to be very on your game in order to be ahead of it, as Monte is going to take a 1-0 lead, but Dre bringing it back to PS2. He can definitely make it happen.
Certainly, we're going back into this dreaded stage that I hate so much, but Dre found some success, and I understand why. It makes total sense to just try to snipe a stock maybe at the stop, right? The ceiling of the blast zone is definitely a place where you don't want to find yourself against a Mario, so it has to be super scary, but also Monte doesn't care too much about this damage.
Yeah, it's really good right here on Monte to be able to get this juggle situation going, but Dre, of course, on the come up, being a little patient there, recognizing that Parachute was going to come out early. And now he's really keeping this even with each other. He's doing a good job just getting the damage that he needs, and not the damage that he wants.
Yeah, good cave to reflect the chef back at Monte. Still, things looking really good for both of them. Charging the up smash, that could have been so good, but he held it for just a little bit longer. That would have definitely traded in his favor, but so far, nobody is a clear victor. There you go. He's once again charging those up smashes. I kind of like it, but it's gotta be scary, right? At one point, you will overcommit if you don't time it right.
Yeah, Dre right now just looking to let these smash attacks rip. Really wants to take this first stock first before Monte gets a little ahead of himself. Got him off the stage. Here comes the turtle. No, the key instead on the unattackable. Monte takes first blood.
Yeah, that was kind of nice. That was actually super clean. Great recognition there from Monte. That was the right option, and he took it. Now, got to be extremely mindful, there you go, of how he approaches, because Mario will be fishing for those up smashes and effectively getting one stock. He's not too far behind, but he needs to be mindful of how he approaches once again, because otherwise Monte will take advantage, and he actually is. That's a lot of damage already on Mario.
Nice, good get out of dodge right there with the rising down air, getting a little bit of a get-offy scenario, but Monte, so good, has improved so much on the juggling, now keeping Drake completely off course, forcing the air dodge, but does he get the stock? No, not quite.
Once again, landing on shield will mean that Monte has free real estate to just go up, go into the skies with the up B. Unfortunate situation where he tried to flood his way into get a little extra distance, but Monte was ready to punish. This will translate into a lot of damage if you're not careful. And Monte, what happened? He went all the way down with the key?
I think he was trying to see if he could get a spike off that hitbox. Very interesting. I've never seen that before, but it almost did something, but the guaranteed damage is nice. And now he's going to go back to juggling. Parachute into up air. Getting his damage. Dre finds a grab. He's found a platform. Can he find the extension? Not enough damage. But he goes for it anyways! Dre! Absolutely robbing a stock from Monte. And we are now back to square one, just like game number one.
Yeah, basically, yeah, right? I mean, the damage is right. The damage is going to be quite a lot for Dre once again. Monte won't need much to get this last stock, and absolutely love the way the conditioning is crazy, but the punishment is also impressive. Monte will catch Dre once again in the air as he tries to land on that platform with the down smash. Love to see it. He felt confident. He felt in control for the most part of that set. That was exciting. That was such a good match. I think Dre definitely gave us some interesting scenarios, right? Specifically when he was able to snipe that stock with the up B. Probably thinking the up air was just to add a little bit of extra damage, maybe mess up the DI. But then with the random up B, well, not random, but somewhat unexpected.
Just a big call out.
Yeah, that was so nice. That was such a nice stock to have.
And it's nice to see that, of course, Dre did keep that close, but Monte, of course, ever so enforcing on his neutral. Ever so struggle for a lot of people to even get back down on the stage. His juggle game has been so devious and scary over the past year or two. So Monte will keep his winner's life going as we move forward in this pool. But yeah, very, very close games between some of the best players in this tournament. And some of them are starting to realize the pressure's on early on.